everybody. This is the astrology for the week of April 15th through the 21st. Now, I did pull an overall card. I'm gonna do that until I want to get a dry erase board type of thing, so I can put like all the transits and everything for the week, so you can have them to write in a calendar or whatever you want to do. That's the idea, but for right now, this is resonating with me more, pulling out a card. So the card is retreat. Now I want to talk about it for a second. When I pulled out this card, I thought you're going to be spending a lot of time to yourself. I think it has to do with this whole month Jupiter is in retrograde. I don't know if I told you that last week. But people are being a little constricted or limited this week. So you may feel the need to be by yourself because you're not getting that community with other people like you usually do this month. Try not to, out of sadness, to spend any money just willy-nilly, you know, like to make yourself happy, or overindulging in spending habits and things like that. So be careful of that. It's just a reminder to be aware of how you're feeling this month, okay? Because it could cause you to do other things out of character. So we're going to talk about the 15th. On the 15th, the Mercury is going direct, which is beautiful. That means that communication will be a little bit easier. If you are looking to sign contracts, after the 15th will be a really good time to do that, okay? The 16th, we have the new moon in Aries. Now, the new moon being in Aries, try to slow down, okay, on the decisions that you make. Proceed with caution. Try to do things at a comfortable pace because you're going to feel like you just want to hurry up and get everything done towards the end of the month. Now towards the end of the month, okay? You're going to feel like because you can't come to conclusions quick enough that you may not be making the right decisions, or you may need to take a new turn in things. But remember to just proceed at a comfortable pace, okay? Yeah. So it's time for you to see things from a different light and a different perspective, okay? Remember where you are. Okay, try to stay stationed where you are, okay? Because you're going to feel, you're going to feel like you're out of union with things, and it's just for you to remember that you are, okay? Look at your intuition and remember to pay attention to how you're feeling inside, okay? So for the 17th, we have Chiron, I believe it's called, that's in Aries. Now, that Chiron, I hope I'm saying it correct, is about self-healing and awareness, okay? So your need for self-healing and doing things to make yourself feel better will definitely increase by the 17th or around the 17th, okay? So that's why I said be really careful about doing things willy-nilly, spending money willy-nilly, stuff like that. Okay, you're going to be trying to move forward because it just seems like things are taking a step back or you feel defeated. Okay, like I said, so be careful with that. So on the 18th through the end of the week, Saturn is in retrograde. Now, Saturn is the ruler of discipline, fears, and challenges. All right, so rules that you have made for yourself are going to seem like they're failing after that time, okay? Structures and groups and situations, relationships are going to change and feel really unnerving. It's going to seem like things that should be coming to you aren't really coming to you at this time, and this is a good time to face the actual reality of things. This may just be a bad time, or this could be how it's always going to be, okay? It's really just for you to see, pay attention to, or be aware of, right? So there it is. It's feeling like you're not getting any rewards, feeling like you're not getting what's owed to you, and feeling the need to separate from these things or break up. Feeling like within relationships, like you're a little distant from each other, okay? But this is just, it's a reminder to focus on foundations at this point, okay? It's not about wants and desires as much as it's about the foundations, okay? Like I said, Saturn is about challenges, and that's what you're facing this week, so just be aware of that. Now on the 20th, the sun goes into Taurus. That brings a little bit of light into the situation. Taurus is about manifestation, patience, possessiveness, practicality, stability, and being very stubborn. So you will be, it could go both ways, and that's why I see this. You have to make a decision on what direction you want to go in. This is a time for you to pay attention to what it is that you're trying to grow, okay? You can manifest anything with the sun going into Taurus. Now, this is a good time to utilize patience, because it's going to seem like at the beginning of the week everything's just against you and you just want to separate from everything, okay? And you want to retreat. You want to be by yourself. You don't want to have to deal with anything. You just feel like, you know what, if you're not going to act right, then I'm just going to leave, you know? That's the kind of energy that you're going to feel. And this is a good time to take a moment to choose wisely. It is in reverse. So it's about the choices that you're making, okay? So it's about stepping out of your head and how you feel trapped in the certain situation that you're in, and this energy and this feeling that nothing is going to work, and making the best choices for you, okay? For your own stability, being more practical and not really going off of your emotions. I feel like because you're trapped in your head, your emotions can go wonky, okay? So with the Empress being in reverse here, that tells me that there is going to be a setback to growth. So be careful about that. You're also going to be focused on yourself, how you look, wanting to look better, maybe dressing better, doing makeup, hair, things like that. Because of all that you're going through, you're going to want to feel pumped up and better, okay? That's a heavy week, guys. So thank you for listening to the astrology. We're going to go into your readings now. This is the reading for the element of Earth for April 15th through 21st. So we're going to start with Taurus. Spirit, what do you have for Taurus for April 15th through 21st? What would you like them to know, be aware of, or pay attention to at this time? Why my cell phone is out there, I have no idea. But Queen of Cups, Six of Cups, Chariot, Page of Wands in reverse, High Priestess, Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Ten of Pentacles has come up a lot this week. Underneath that you have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Whew, sorry, guys. Okay. So Taurus, overall energy. I heard lack of growth. Okay. So you may be having some financial issues that is affecting your home life. But to you, not to everyone else. I feel like you're thinking of it in a bigger prospect than everyone else is in your life. So I'm also hearing that there's a lack of stability with something that you want to grow, something that you want to continue in, whether this be career or love. There's something that you have focus on, something that you really want, and you're not sure how to get there. Like there are delays that affect you getting where you want to go. Okay. So there's some people here You may be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I also see an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, if you're dealing with a Cancer and a fire and a water sign, I'm going to say that. You're focused more on the water sign. The fire sign, not so much. I feel like you just don't fit. They may be childish or seem like they don't have any direction to you. And that's not where you want to be. You know that that's not a relationship or a situation that you need to be in. You may be reuniting with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces because you seem to have done very well in the past. Okay, or you have good feelings of them in the past, something like that. Okay, so even though you want to be with this fire sign, the water sign is more in your direction. Okay. Now, if you're dealing with a career situation, which I see here as well, you want to follow your intuition as well as your dreams. Don't get me wrong now. But I feel like your intuition, your guidance, your emotion is pulling you somewhere else. Maybe to where you used to be in the past. I feel like that is where you want to go. A chance reunion with someone you used to know from a career, or a chance reunion just in general, is putting you on a direction that you want to go in, which may be this water sign. This may have to do with career or any other aspect of your life. Now, I feel like these things are opening up to you. I feel like it's a chance reunion. I feel like it is kismet. That something is going to happen to you this week that has kismet written all over it. I'm going to say that. And it's going to lead you down a path that you need to go in. Okay? It's like Spirit is putting someone or something in your past to get you in that right direction. Whether this be moving to a different career, a new home, something that will make you happy. Okay? Where you felt like what you were trying to build wasn't coming through. And I feel like it's going to put you down a different path, because the path that you were on just wasn't ideal for you at this moment. You know, it's just not ideal for you here. There it is. I was waiting. That is a change of focus. I heard the Hangman, but I just, you know, I keep it to myself. So, there's definitely a change of focus, a sacrifice needed on your part in order to move there in this new direction. Okay? Now, I do feel like you know that there was a lack of direction, or there was an issue. Okay? So it's really up to you. With the Tower being here in reverse, you have this inner feeling or energy that you aren't ready for the change, that it may be too much. You're not ready for the transition. It could be scary. You're deciphering your feelings about this situation in the past. It may not have been ideal. I feel like you've gotten over whatever it is. You've come to a new understanding of what happened in the past. And you're facing making those changes as well. Therefore, your best. Therefore, your contentment. Therefore, you moving forward in a new direction, in a positive direction. So it's something to look at. Okay? I'm being told to focus on the Pentacles in reverse. This Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So it's about needing to be patient. It's about needing to see the future. A different sort of investment. Because it doesn't... I see it not presenting itself as an opportunity until you change your perspective on the situation. Okay, so let's see, Taurus. You also had risk. It fell right out, so I'm gonna take it. So let me see what I'm getting for you. You have to take a risk to start something new. Sometimes you may not feel that you have the grace and the experience, but I feel like if you pay attention and open up your eyes, you will be guided to take the steps that you need to take this week. That's all I got for you. Okay. So, let me shuffle. Okay, so next we have Virgo. Spirit, what do you have for Virgo for April 15th through 21st? What would you like them to know, be aware of, or pay attention to at this time of April 15th through 21st of April? Okay. So you have the Page of Wands, Eight of Wands, the Hermit, Two of Cups, the Sun in reverse, Chariot in reverse. Wow. Bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Two Pentacles energies. So your overall energy has to do with making choices. Let's see what I'm hearing about that. Okay. You have worry about the choices that you're making this week. Where they're going to land you. I just want to point out, guys, this card keeps coming up as everyone's overall energy. I don't know what's going on. But I feel as though you're weighing your options. You want to make better choices. You want to invest in a better situation for yourself. I feel like you're paying attention to your investments, the things that you are particularly getting interested in when it comes to your career, your home life. You may be redoing your home, your space, your life, cleaning. You're just trying to make things better for yourself for the future. That's what I see you doing this week. That's what I see you focusing on this week. Your career, I just see you looking at the things that you're investing in, and your family and what they mean to you. Maybe resealing relationships, but it's going to take some work for those relationships. You just don't call them up and then everything's fine. You just have that idea in your head that you really want that to happen. And I feel it's because you feel the separation, so it makes you want to get closer, okay? So starting off, this is always, to me, this card always represents you and what you're going through at that particular moment, okay? So at the beginning, which starts the beginning of the week, to me it goes beginning to end, but I'll talk about it. I don't know why I felt the need to explain that. So, Page of Wands. You are new. That's the easiest way to explain it. You feel new, you have new energy, you're on a new path, you want things around you to be new, and you're only going to accept communication and things in your life that are going to help you grow. Okay, things that are positive. You're on a road in your life where you want positivity. You're breaking out from things that do not serve you, that do not make you happy. You're not going to continue to hold on to things that don't produce an immediate yield, I want to say, to your life. This is where you are right now, which is great. because this has been, I feel like you've noticed that this has been hindering you. Okay. But what's beautiful about this is I see you having this new push, this new drive, which is great for you, Virgo, because you don't have that often. And you're adamant about making it happen, but you think about it. The thing is to be careful that you don't think too much. Okay. This is a time you have all this action behind you, and this is a good time to use it. Take a moment to briefly think about things. You know, you don't want to be, if you notice the Knight of Wands is not here because you're not rushing into anything, but there is lots of thoughts, lots of growth, lots of communication, lots of ideas that are coming to you. But you need to almost, I think of this as a colander, and it's shifting through this to get you where you need to go moving forward into the week. Because remember, we end the week with Taurus being in the sun, which is patience and manifestation and making things happen. And I feel like you're going to feel that energy, but right now you have that, this is like that new moon in Aries energy that's really coming towards you. Things are being separated from you as well, and I feel like that's that Chiron, that is making you see the things that do not fit you, and that's what you're doing. You've been doing a lot of healing, Virgo. That's all I'm going to say. A lot of healing. I feel like all of your readings have been about healing, which is great. I feel like that's really great for you. It's time for you to, you know, to do that. So, you're definitely not going back to the old, as I said before. You may be thinking about it, but you're not. If you are, it's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's what I'm going to say about that. But there's something new here. There's still newness. Okay, you're not going back to old ways of doing things. You're moving forward. Everything is a forward motion. And growth, lots of communication, lots of positivity. You're changing your perspective on a situation that you may have been split up or separated from something as well. And you're starting to see the good in what's happening. Be careful about being codependent, but I feel like you are. I feel like I don't need to tell you this, but I just need to point it out to you that there has been problems with you being codependent in relationships, thinking that everything's fine, so we're gonna fuse together and be connected, like this is it. But with the Hermit being here next to this Queen of Cups in reverse, it basically tells me that you're thinking, and like I said, you're in this, what is the word that I want to use? You're in this introspective harmony with your life. You know, harmony as in balance with your life. You're allowing yourself to experience things, but also put some constraint in your life so you don't go off the deep end. Right? Which is beautiful. Okay, so Virgo, for this week, let's see what your intuitive card will be. Goals. Wow. Okay, so your card is goals this week, and what do I see from this card? I see you being happy in your dreams. I feel like you still have dreams that wonderful things can happen to you. And you still have that dreamy nature about yourself. However, you're not letting that control you. With you being linked up against this pole, I feel like you're doing it for stability. It reminds me of grounding yourself. So I feel as though there is a particular aspect of your life that you are grounding yourself to, which may be truth. Okay, but I feel like it has to do with this Seven of Pentacles here, about you grounding to a stability, both of these cards, because that's your overall energy. But I do still see that you're content and you're happy where you are. You're happy with the future. I feel like you're dreaming of your goals and your dreams and all the things that can happen, but you still have that stability to you this week, which we did talk about in the card. So it rings true. So thank you so much. Oh, Capricorn. I was trying to get up out of here. Which is funny because this is what I'm doing for the next couple hours. So I don't know where I'm going. Okay, let me shuffle the cards. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for Capricorn for April 15th through 21st? What would you like them to know, be aware of, or pay attention to at this time? Capricorn, April 15th through 21st. Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Temperance. I just want to point out that this keeps coming up in every reading. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. So overall energy, you have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Now for you, Capricorn, I feel delays in the growth of something, a relationship, a career. You feel setback in it, but there is still stability there with the Ace of Pentacles. You see something stable. You see something that can last. However, there's an issue with the growth this week. And that's not making you happy. That's not something that a Capricorn likes, a earth sign likes. Is not having that growth, even though we put that fire, that fire behind it. Okay, so we're going to look at the cards. This is you here. Financially, you're set this week, especially with this being in this position where it is. I feel like money-wise, you need to spend better. I feel like you're going, if you spend money this week, I feel like you're going to try to invest it in things like yourself, a business, because you want to know that you're spending money for something logical and not something stupid. So this is what I picture. This is an example. If you're online shopping, you're going to fill up your Amazon cart with all these things, but when it comes to checkout, you're going to take off all the things that doesn't matter, and you're only going to focus on the things that you really truly need, or that's going to invest or progress some part of your life or you. Okay, so I see you moving forward. This week you're going to have some fire under you, and I feel like it has to do with not having this growth or feeling like there are delays, because it's going to make you work harder or faster. You may also be dealing with the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that's coming into your life. Okay, but I feel like you're being forced, not forced, but because you feel that energy of things not being in your control and needing to take control of things, that you're going to start putting that fire up under your butt. It also makes me feel like something in your life was going faster. This could be relationships or a career search, and now it's taken a little bit of a step back. But it's taken a step back, I feel like, because you need to focus on what it is that you're investing in. Okay, you may be investing too much time into a relationship, or too much energy, or expecting too much. And I I feel like you built something without really building something. I hope that makes sense. If this has to do with a relationship. So now you're taking a step back, learning from the past with this relationship, but you're still moving forward. You also have to learn how to have balance in a relationship with this being under here like this, okay? So you need to have more balance or moderation in a relationship and not do so much so fast. Like, take your time. You don't have to, even though you feel like you don't have control or it's not going in the direction that you want it to go in, you do still have that stability here, which explains these two cards here, okay? So I feel like you do want to force things to move in a certain situation, but you're learning from your mistakes and where you invested too much too fast. Okay? Okay. You're definitely thinking about yourself and what's important to you, focusing on your career. Like I said before, this is a good career week, so anything that you want to get started, you're definitely starting that this week. When it comes to your career or yourself, or if you've been working on cleaning something and you're just taking your time, this is the week that you're going to get it done. Okay? So yeah, you're learning, like I said, to stop the conflict, because there may be some abrasive conflict with you and another, or with you regarding a situation like getting things done, like cleaning or filling out applications or finishing a work project. But you're going to start investing the time slowly, and then it'll just start building up and you'll get it done. I feel like you're going to learn from your mistakes so this doesn't happen the next time. You're going to stay up on yourself. That's what I'm getting from that, okay? So, and this lack of direction may make you feel like you're out of control, but it just is a reminder that you can't do everything at once. You can't be the person to do everything, to rush, you're not the one that does everything. I'm going to leave it at that. You are a human being, and you also need moments to yourself. You also need time. You also need constraints for yourself. Okay? It doesn't mean that you're a failure. It doesn't mean that you don't have direction. It just means that you're learning how to handle situations better and have more patience and moderation in life. Just a reminder that it's there. It may not be growing as fast as you want it to grow, but the opportunity is there. The stability is there. You're not going to get rid of it, right? I had this conversation, I think with my mother last weekend or last week, and I was telling her how different signs were masters of different things, and Capricorns are masters of money. We make money, meaning that we can make money come from mid-air, okay? And goals, because we achieve goals and we focus on things and we make things happen. So don't ever feel like you're out of control. You're not. Sometimes you just need a break, okay? So Capricorn, let's see what your intuitive card will be for this week. Wait. Okay, let me focus on this card. Okay. So in this card, I see that this woman is worried. She's worried that she's in the dark in a situation, right? That she doesn't have complete control, that she doesn't know what's happening because the light isn't on, or she has to wait it out, but she's anxious, like biting her nails, gripping her chair, you know, fidgeting because she doesn't have control. This is a time for you to realize that there is power in patience. There is power in moderation and waiting, okay? You don't always have to be the one to control a situation or make something happen. Sometimes it just is. Sometimes you just have to wait, okay? Just know that it is there. And I think the anxiety from this card that I feel is because she sees it. She knows that it's there. She just it isn't time to pick it. Like if it's an apple getting ripe on a tree, ripening, I guess that's a word, you know, it's not time to pick that apple, so she has to wait. And that's the feeling that I get for you. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. I will see you next week. I love you so much. Love and light. Bye bye.